Hello, and welcome back to eFAB Expo. It's been an exhausting day, and we're at our final booth for the day. Hopefully we can meet for cocktails later on, like at all trade shows. So we hope you've got some good ideas. Our friends from Prodevco, if you process structural material, are going to give you really new ideas to process different structural shapes robotically, cutting them, utilizing the strong software that they have with robotics to really do 360 degrees of cutting. So at this point, I'm going to turn this over to Erwin from Prodevco. So take it away.
Well, thanks, Kevin. Hello, everybody. Delighted to be here in front of everybody. Thank you for taking the time to have a look at our Prodevco robotic solutions. Before we do the live demonstration here at our test booth, I would like to just show you a quick video. It's a very short video with a little bit of an overview, and then we'll come back to me. Thank you. Okay, we're back. So that's just a quick introduction to our robotic plasma cutting technology. Our company, Prodevco Robotic Solutions, has been in existence for well over 20 years, and we have a long history in robotics and automation that have come to the culmination of this robotic technology that we're showcasing today. So I'm going to move into the booth here. We're at our live booth that is our test booth that every system that is assembled goes into, and this is the PCR 42 model we're featuring today, and I'll go over some of the features. So one of the main features that sets us apart from all the other robotic systems and plasma cutting systems out there in the market is our rotary axis. This is a very ingenious way of mounting the Fanuc robot on this rotary arm, and it gives you the two work zones. I don't know if we can see that here. I'm standing in the one zone, and there's another zone on the other side. So it gives the robot the opportunity to work in two zones and work all around the material. So we have a true four axis workspace, 360 degrees. So we now go to some of the intricacies of our robotic system. We do all our plasma cutting, of course, with the hypertherm, as you see there, the torch lead. In that little device right above the torch lead is our laser camera system. And what that laser camera system does, it actually will locate the material as it moves in on the conveyor. As it moves in on the conveyor, it will locate it, it will set the 0, and then it will also verify the shape. So it will, for instance, in the case of a beam, it will verify the flanges and the web and make sure you got the right piece in the machine. From there on in, we go to the center of the robot base where the robot is mounted. We have the material go in there, of course, and the length measurement is done by an encoder right between these two rollers here. I don't know if you can see them. That is the length measurement that takes over for when the material indexes through the machine. So we do utilize, of course, the Fanuc rotary encoder, the Fanuc arm, and the hypertherm technology. So one of the big features of this type of measurement is that you can have unlimited length material come through the system on the conveyors. the powered conveyors. The system does not rely on any measurement on the conveyors. Unlike some of our competition, we don't rely on any measurement or rack and pinion on the conveyor. All the measurement is done at the heart of the machine, and that's a really big plus because now you can don't worry about placing conveyors outside, and you're not restricted by anything like that. I wanted to talk a little bit about the interface. We at Prodevco are very proud of our interface, our own software that was developed, and we don't use any macros or post-processing for our interface. All our files are directly unloaded. They're all NC1 files. The system runs on NC1 file format and can be directly loaded up from Tekla or SDS2 or other softwares that have that ability. And our programming was designed in a native DSTV format, and that will give you that capability to run these files without any post-processing or requirement for macro. And that's a big deal. So when you're in the market for this type of system, ask the question, do I have to do anything to the files? Do I have to do any post-processing or macros? In our case, you don't. So from our interface, I also want to go to the capabilities of the machine now. We can, of course, do all the shapes, angles, wide flange, tubing, but we can also process on this machine, in addition to the channels, also round tube. And that is a feature that is an add-on on this equipment, but this particular model that we have in the test booth here does not show that capability. But for the round tube, there's a rotary arm that comes up and will rotate the pipe, and the pipe will come in on a carriage. And that can all be shown on our videos. And the people at Mid-Atlantic Machinery can certainly give you videos on that. So the types of cuts, of course, the bevels, the miter cuts, the holes, the slots, and openings are, of course, all capable, all 4 axes. And we also don't talk enough in our business about scribing and layout. With this robot, you can do full layout, and that is where systems like this really shine and payback. You can really get payback quickly on this type of equipment if you utilize it fully. All the 3D information is in your Tekla or SDS2 or other 3D software files. And unfortunately, most shops go back to 2D for layout, and that's typically done by fitters. People are opening up drawings and then measuring the material and scribing where they want to have their weldments. With the robot, you can do the scribing all with the plasma, all at the same time when you're doing your holes and the cuts and all the other features. And that's a big feature. Productivity fold increase. On some complex pieces, you could have 10 to 15 times the productivity utilizing this type of equipment than doing it with manual or semi-automated fashion with different pieces of equipment. So that's one of the big highlights that we as an industry have not educated our clients enough on. It's a very important point, and with the shortage of labor, the shortage of skilled labor, it is becoming more and more prominent. And more of our newer clients are asking more about layout for their systems. Just wanted to talk to you about the partnership with Fanuc and Hypertherm. We have a long-standing partnership with those 2 suppliers, and they support us in our developments. We do have a new development on the PCR41. I'm very excited to, we'll be launching a detailed video next week, or hopefully the week after, and that will be shared with you on the PCR41. PCR41 is a 1-zone machine. It's a bit smaller, and it's more price sensitive to the market for the smaller and mid-sized fabricators, but it's a great solution for fabricators that are looking to process beams up to 30 inches and tubing up to 16 inches. Service and remote service is one of our backstays. We pride ourselves on our teams. We do offer remote service with every system sold. 95% of all the problems or glitches that occur usually at startup are resolved by our remote team. And a lot of the problems initially during startup are file related and customers getting acclimatized to this new way of operating. And we do have this service every day. The technicians are there. It's very seamless. It's communicated through Slack, and it's a great tool for operators, and people love it. We also, with our system, offer, in addition to the operating software, Pro EVS. It's a reader writer of NC1 files. It's one of our own softwares. It's a great tool if you want to do a one-off on the machine. The operator can actually draw a part without having to use Tekla or other softwares, and it saves a lot of time if you're doing a one-off or you're doing a modification on a part. Great feature. Again, that is a big part of the solution we offer, and a lot of customers do use the Pro EVS. Want to talk to you a little bit about the sizes we can process with the 42. We can process 40-inch beams on their standard model now, and we can offer up to 48-inch processing, tubing 20 by 24, and round tube up to 26 channels up to 40-inch, and angles up to 8 by 8. So a great variety of products that will suit the fabricator, large or small. And I think that are the most of the points I wanted to make today about the 42. We do offer the scribing, of course, with the regular nitrogen mix, but we can also offer with an argon upgrade. And yeah, I look forward to some questions. If anybody has questions or would like to have some comments, I look forward to that. Oh, you want to move the robot? Actually, we're going to show the robot move for a minute. It is a test lab, so we're actually not going to be cutting here right today because it would get very smoky here, but just wanted to show the robot moving. So typically what they do during the setup is the mastering of the robot and verification, and actually the setup of this system is right at that stage right now. It was just put into the booth about 2 days ago. But as we are playing this background, I'm more than happy to take questions. You see the arm of the robot swing underneath, and that really large, long reach that this robot has. So if you want to do layout or cutting on the force face, it's as easy as at the top face. Yeah, no.
All right, Erin, I think we're ready for some questions here. What software?
Oh, great. Thank you.
First up, we have what software is Prodevco compatible with?
So that's a very good question. Our interface runs off of NC1 files. So the NC1 file is a format that is a DSTV from the DSTV format, a German standard. And the NC1 file can be directly exported out of software such as Tekla and SDS2. These are typical structural steel softwares, but you can extract NC1 files out of most 3D software such as SolidWorks, Solid Edge. So clients that have SolidWorks, Solid Edge, or some of the other 3D softwares, you do need an extractor. SigmaNest or CMS offer this product, and it's a very seamless extra step. It's just to extract the NC1 file out of those softwares, and it takes literally seconds to do once the software is set up. It's not a very expensive proposition, and a lot of our mechanical type of clients that do mechanical work do utilize that feature, and it works very well. Thanks for the question, Kara.
Thank you, Erwin. Our next question we have, how does the Prodevco perform in a high production shop with high temperatures? What types of environments can it perform in?
So our system is designed, we actually sold a system into Oman in the Middle East. We do have systems down in Texas, Louisiana, in hot climates. In the very, very hot climates, we can actually put a cooling system on the control panel. We do have, there are some specifications on the FANUC temperature range, but they're quite broad. I would say you don't want to be going over 35 degrees Celsius, which is about 95 Fahrenheit. If you get above that, you might look at a little bit of cooling to help that out. But like I said, our clients in the south of the US do not have any extra type of extra cooling at this point. So, but it's a good question.
Great, thank you. Up next, we have how many 42s are presently in use in the United States?
I can't give you the United States separately, but I would say between the United States and Canada, we have over 52 machines in operation right now of the 42, PCR 42.
Great. Where is the unit built and who manufactures the robotic arm?
The robotic arm is manufactured by FANUC out of Japan. FANUC is the leading robotic arm supplier in the world. They are the go-to robot for a lot of the automotive companies. They have a very, very large presence in North America, and they have a great service department as they are geared to servicing the automotive sector and other sectors in the North American market. And they're a leading robotic supplier in the North American market. Our Hypertherm partners, of course, are a United States company out of New Hampshire. We do all of the integration and assembly in Toronto, Canada, and that's where we are right now. And that's what the system is. It's a complete North American solution.
Excellent. Next question we have is, what is the shortest length material that the machine can feed through?
The feed through length as a minimum raw length for this equipment is 7 feet for the 42. And that is, of course, you can cut the piece to any size of that minimum raw length. So you can have 1 foot or 2 foot parts. And typically our clients keep them tabbed and for the feed through, but yeah, the minimum raw length is 7 feet for the work zone.
It looks like here we have, can you cut and mark all 4 sides on a 40-inch beam without having to rotate the part?
Yes. Yes, like you saw the reach of the arm, the system is designed. We can actually offer a 48-inch model now on the PCR 42, so you could do all 4 faces up to 48 inches, but 40 inches definitely.
Thank you. Can the machine process aluminum or stainless material?
Great question. We do have some clients that are processing aluminum and stainless parts, which is the nice thing about the new Hypertherm XBR 300. With the upgraded consoles, you're able to process those shapes and those materials, and it has been with very good results.
Thank you. Next question we have is, what is the warranty on the machine?
The warranty on the PCR 42 is 3 years, a full warranty, parts and labor if required.
The last question I believe we have is, can I use my own conveyors?
Great question again. Yes, we can. We do have clients that have utilized their own conveyor systems from old drill lines. There is some retrofitting to do, of course. We do have to integrate some of our own motors into their conveyors. But yes, you can use your conveyors for the in-feed and out-feed if so desired. It is a solution that works for certain clients and saves them a bit of money.
All right, well, thank you so much, Erwin, for being with us. I think that is all the questions we have, but we really appreciate your time. That was an excellent presentation.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity, and thank everybody at Mid-Atlantic and Southern States Machinery, and of course, your clients that have joined in today. Thank you very much, and hope to see some of you in the near future.
All right, thank you all, and that is all we have for day 3, but tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. for Air North America session and Trump's overview. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.